Yo, what's good? What's good? We on here to talk about that scrap. J Hurd, J Rock. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What y'all think? What y'all think? Hit the like button. Let me see if I can find the fight. I'm gonna go over it round by round real quick. Find the fight. Watch out. Watch out. Dude, just be all up in my business. I'm about to find a fight for y'all. What's up with everybody? I'm about to find this fight. Just give me a second. No, we talking about Hurd and Cuz. We about to watch this fight real quick. What up with everybody? So it's the first round. We watching J Hurd versus J Rock. I'm about to break it down for y'all real quick what's going on. Cause it was some good work. Great work. Was it great work? It was great work. Was it? Cuz. Cuz chilling, you know. I'm gonna break it down real quick. So look, first round he come out. He fighting as if he fighting a left-hander with his jab arm out, pass, the point of range. That's an Andre Ward tactic. And he will have been training with Virgil. Very technical. And he came right to Hurd off rip. Cause forcing Hurd to box and he's being quick. He's making him work. And that's one of the tricks that Andre Ward used. He make you work for all 3 minutes. You working. And his jab, he working off that hard, stiff jab. He working off the hard, stiff jab right now. Which makes it hard for people to do what they want to do. J Hurd just kind of like walking around. He kind of confused by the pressure. He confused by the pressure. Watch out, man. He running combinations. Got the hand out. J Hurd has a problem fighting going backwards right now. And his defense, his hands is not in the right position. He keep his his right hand on the left side of his face, which is gonna get him hit with the left hook because they both conventional. J Rocket still got that arm out, using that stiff arm to keep him at bay, for real. Cause his arms is kind of long. Yep, he just got hit with the hook right hand, with a minute left in the first round. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta have your hands in a position when you're dealing with real technical boxers. Hurd trying to be relaxed, but J Rock is really on the gas, very technically on the gas, and he turning him too. He manipulating his body by turning him with his hands. That's real crafty. That's really that means a lot. That means a lot when people doing stuff like that, because that means you really took time to work on that. Turning people with your hands, grabbing their elbow, yeah, grabbing them behind the back and turning them. That throws a person off. I've done it in my fights. J Rock clearly won that round. That's what we. Yeah, that was the first round. That was the first round. First round. This round is pretty easy to break down because, dude, it's the second round. Hurd got inside, but J Rock is still not stepping back, and he putting punches together and turning. He not being stand still. He countering. He just putting them in there, touching them, going to the body, stand on the inside, staying tight. He not trying to give J Hurd any room. J Hurd does have long arms, but he does know how to work on the inside. But he slap. He don't turn his punches over to the body, and he don't bend his knees. He stands straight up. You can't stand straight up. If the man's shorter than you, you get eye to eye with him. If you taller than the man you in there with and you on the inside, it's different rules. You got to get eye to eye with him. You got to get on his level so you can get your body shots off. If you standing taller than him and his head under yours, he got better position. J Rock is still on the inside working. He trying to come over the top because he see that J Hurd is standing straight up and down. And that's something that you got to be aware of. Even though you on the inside, you loop over the top, bang, like that. And he just put some punches together, right hook, left hook. And that kind of hurt J Hurd, backed him up out of there for a little bit. He threw a nice combination. And he moving his head on the inside from side to side. Put your head on both sides. And he measuring him, cutting him up on the inside. Putting his head on both sides, grabbing his arms, running them shots up to the guts. He pulling real life moves that me and my man's Aaron Coley be working on. These real life moves when you're on the inside. What you do to somebody, you tie their arms up, tie their glove up, and be working and getting shots off. And if you do it clever enough, the ref ain't gonna break you. He hurt J Hurd with the overhand right after he had his arm tied up. He had one arm tied up. When he pulled his arm out, he threw the right over top and then came back with the hook and then hurt him. You got to put punches together. It's the second round and there's 18 seconds left. He damn near was on the verge of stopping J Hurd. And he got good range and he putting solid punches together. Man, he did a number on Cuz. He on his ass. Hey man, y'all, I got 21 likes in this bitch. I need to be. That's 56 motherfuckers up in here, man. Get it together. Hurd didn't go outside. He lost against another good fighter. What? No, he didn't. You lose, blood. You lose, you win. It's okay. Like, it's not over because you lost one time. You might need to recalibrate, figure it out. Like, y'all niggas who never fought before always talking about somebody lost, it's over and shit. It's not over. Losing is a part of it. It's a win column, it's a loss column, it's a draw column. We in the third round. They still on the inside. J Rock is hurting him with shots because he putting quick combinations together and they short and choppy. They short and choppy. J Rock still on the inside. J Hurd trying to work. He got to bend his knees more and dig them shots up under to the guts, to the belly button. And he trying to do it, but he ain't looking them in there. He got his head on his shoulder, just throwing them like this. That is nothing. That's nothing on those shots. Those are arm punches. J Rock has got his knees bent, hands up on the inside, slipping and rolling, catching the punches. And when he throwing his body shots, he turning his whole body with the shot because his knees is bent. Just runging with a quick shot on the inside. And it's throwing Hurd off. Hurd coming back because he putting punches together. Now Julian running shots back up to the guts. Inside hard, grimy work. Then he get a little room with the shoulder, come over top. Because dude won't bend his fucking knees. Good move. Hit him with a little pivot while he was on the ropes. Hurd got him against the ropes now and he working, but he just throwing pity pats. And J Rock is throwing hard shots, backing him up. You got to use the pity pats to set up the shots, but they got to be quick. Hurd trying to get to J Rock. J Rock is boxing him in spots now, moving his head side to side, putting a jab on his ass. Quick jab, slipping him. J Hurd threw a nice 1-2, long 1-2. J Rock staying on the jab though. He didn't let the judges know that the 1-2 bothered him. Ooh, good uppercut. Hurd came over with a jab. J Rock slipped it. He came underneath with an uppercut. But he got to come back with the hook too. You got to put them together. Yeah. He need to stop trying to throw the right hand at J Rock. He's slipping that right hand every time. He got to throw the double jab and put the right hand to the guts. That's how you make an adjustment. That was a good round for Hurd. That was a good round for Hurd. Yeah, because man, these cats be cycling on and off these drugs. That's why they did the Vada shit. Not saying anybody ever thought J Rock was dirty, but he got to start doing that. Everybody got to do that. 3 months of it, pay extra. Now we got the fourth round. wish they would have cut the commentating, like to cut the rounds down to just be the rounds. J Rock come out, boxing, keeping his hands up good, staying in position. Hard, stiff jab. J Rock don't know how to, not J Rock, J Hurd don't know how to slip a jab. He don't know how to switch up the slips. He slipped the same way every time. Sometimes you got to slip to the inside and come with the uppercut. That's high level. That ain't even high level boxing. That's just one-on-one. But these niggas think it's high level because they don't know that that's just regular boxing. Like that's regular. You should be doing that. J Rock pulling his arms down, hitting him over the top, feinting him, hitting him with little short shots. Really turning his body into them shots. That's what he doing. And he get caught. And you know what? J Hurd need to learn how to use the Philly shell because he fight with his hand down. Anytime you fight with your hand down, you got to learn that. And J Rock is beating him to the punch, putting his punches together. And he countering him every time. Every time, and J Hurd is only throwing one shot. You got to put them together. The fourth round, there you go. He put some 2 punches together. But then J Rock just coming back. He just putting them together. Pop, 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 pop. He running combinations. J Hurd trying to run combinations, but he got to get his arms free. See, J Rock got his arms free. And he coming up the middle with the uppie. And whatchamacallit, just keep his head on the same side. And then J Rock is doubling up to them guts. He pulling real moves. Real moves. It's real. That's just the 4th round. And this just really goes on for the rest of the fight, man. He just in position better, and he got better tactics on the inside. He's just more strategic. J Hurd need to. You think he got inside work, but he don't. He just pressure niggas who mainly is good at boxing. So like, if you don't have no inside work and you a main boxer, it's gonna make it look difficult. Cause J Hurd gonna keep coming, working, slapping, doing all that shit. But J Rock really can fight on the inside. He's technical on the inside too. And when somebody technical, oh, he going to his guts. You got to be able to know how to manipulate somebody's hands, move their head a certain way, take their hands, swim it out, come up underneath, rip them to the... You got to know how to do all of that. That's all part of inside work. Inside work just ain't having your hands up going to the guts. You know what I'm saying? You don't score slapping punches. Slapping punches is just what they is. It's accurate, clean punching. A clean punching is when you turn it over. It's the pro game. It's the pros. Ain't no slapping in the pros. That slapping shit don't do nothing. Don't get you nowhere. I'm about to set this up. Yeah, stay calm, stay relaxed. Keep running the combinations. Keep running them. Keep running the combinations. Hold on, I'm getting it together. Don't trip. I need to put this on a little coaster joint. Put this on the coaster. And then put this in front of this. This joint keeps slipping. All right. Yeah, so it's still the fifth. It's the fifth round now, but he got J Hurd backing up. He just running combinations. Still, same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's standing close to him. See, J Hurd do good when he put his punches together. That's what he got to do, and he got to move his head. See, when you move your head, that creates angles. See, there you see J Rock got his head on both sides. He take his head and on they both right. He got his head on the right. He come over the top. Then he swim it around to the other side, come up under. Those are the things you got to do. He go into his body, keeping his head on both sides. When his head on the right side, he come with the chopping right. His head on the other side, he coming with the hook. And J Hurd just keep his head on the right side. And whatchamacallit trying to get it, but he's slapping, and J Rock is keeping his hands up good, turning him, taking his time. You got to take your time. Hurd did a little bit better. He put some punches together, but he's slapping. He throwing some good body shots right there. Hurd is. And J Rock came underneath. Hurd trying to come back. He putting them together. He putting them together. He do better when he put them together. Throw straight punches. Put them together. Put them together. We going over that J Hurd, J Rock joint. We in the sixth round. They working. Hurd trying to turn on the gas. J Rock counter. Ooh, J Rock just did a side to side and swim demon, pivoting, and J Hurd trying to turn on the gas because it's the sixth round. Putting punches together. He trying. But J Rock staying calm, staying on the inside. And every time whatchamacallit come. See, the problem with Jared Hurd, he don't move his head before and after he punch or while he punching. And that mean he using arm punches and he slapping. So when you throw your body when you punch, like your head automatically go out the way. And after he get off, after Hurd get off on J Rock just come back because his head is there. It's just there to be hit. Like I'm just watching, he just threw a combination. His head ain't moved. He only keep his head on one side, so he's there to be hit. And J Rock stands so close, mauling him, making him use extra effort, making him use extra effort with the punches. He using a lot of effort trying to get his punches off. And J Rock stand close, making him work old school style, smothering him. Roberto Duran, ooh, tripled up the hook. He went out, in, and to the head. They working on the inside. Hurd can barely get off. He got to bend his knees so he can get more room and step around so he can get off. Hurd come back with a good body shot, but he got to put his head on the other side. There you go. So there you go. Now he getting the combinations off. It's the 30 seconds left in the sixth round. Now they exchanging, but whatchamacallit, every time he try to exchange, he just come to him with his hands straight up. Like Dre. He just coming to him like, every time he exchanging, he just coming to him like this with a little head movement. And J Rock, that's helping. Ooh, good body shot by J Rock. That bent Hurd over. They working. Whatchamacallit keeps shoulder bumping him, man. He just hurt him at the end of the round. They working, but J Hurd is having a hard time because He's so close, and every time he try to get off, dude smothering him. And when they do that, it's the answer for everything. It's just you gotta catch it, and you gotta stay in position. So when J Rock is smothering Jared, he keeping his head. They both right-handed. He keeping his head over here on the right side, and he trying to punch. And then every time you get a little room and he try to get off, dude smother. That just make you more tired. What J Hurd need to do is when he do that, he need to drop down and get his chin down. Cause he keep his head on his shoulder. That mean you the taller man. That mean his head is automatically shorter than yours. He need to get his head up under and put his head and roll under. Bang, 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 bang. Put it together. Bang, bang. And then when J Rock try to come back in, meet him with a right hand or a jab, and then let him come in, and then be rolling up under, bang, rolling back, bang, bang, rolling, bang, and that's how you do it. Sometimes it take you a while to notice it and realize it, but then that's what you gotta do. You gotta roll up under there. You gotta roll them up under them shots. Even if you the taller man, he pressing you on the inside. Now J Rock is the 7th round. He check hooking him and working off the jab at range. Now they kind of like J Hurd kind of tired, so he want to be at this little range right now. Cause if he wasn't tired, he just would be pressing J Rock right now, like he did last round. But he tired, so he trying to rest on the outside and medium range, and that ain't working because J Rock is the faster fighter, and he's not that much shorter than him. You know what I mean? And he's slipping him and moving him and boxing him. Sharp jab, stepping around, slipping the punches, using his feet in small turns and pulling back off the shots. And he just shot a right hand in there off some head movement. J Rock just hitting him with little short shots. Staying on the outside, winning around easy, boxing him. Hurd trying to put pressure on. He having trouble with the boxing because J Rock just slowed him down in the first 6. The first 6, he slowed him down. Now he could box him at range better. That just gave me an idea. And so now what J Rock doing, he just turning him and jabbing him and check hooking, being quick, feinting him. Now he back on the inside. He could take a rest. He going to the body, sneaking body shots. He's still boxing him. It's the 7th round. He just getting some boxing in. Me on the inside with about a minute left in the 7th, still ripping shots to the hips, into the body, turning him, ripping up in them guts. He doing quick turns, ripping up in them guts. He jabbing back. Check hooking, turning the man. Good boxing. Very technical. Jared Hurd is when he's tired, he's not dangerous. I don't know why he said that because Jared Hurd is be slapping anyway. When he get tired, he looking lethargic. He already ain't got good fundamentals, so now he gonna be throwing wailing punches and throwing. I don't know what Lennox was talking about. I got respect for you, Lennox, but when Jared Hurd gets tired, he gets more sloppy because he's not even technical for real. So I don't know what he's talking about right there. It's the 8th round. Hurd trying to take a break, and J Rock is on his fucking ass, putting punches together, measuring him, keeping him against the ropes. He need to come underneath. Ooh, good chopping right. Hurd is against the ropes, and he can't get off because he tired, like I said. Whatchamacallit just kind of manhandling him right now because I could tell he tired, and he the bigger man. He just wore him down. They boxing now. It's just they exchanging punches. But J Rock is getting the better of it because he keeping his hands at home and he keeping his knees bent and he know how to run the uppie. He running the uppie up under there. Yeah, we ain't gotta just keep talking about this all day. You know what I mean? um, this basically happened the whole fight. Just J Rock just getting on the inside, hitting him with shots like he doing right now in the eighth round, just going to his doing the number on him. And the thing is, what what made that easy is because nobody ever questioned could J Hurd fight on the inside because he was only fighting one type of fighter. And like I keep telling y'all, that is the job of the promoter. J Hurd was just kept being in there with boxers. And if you keep putting him in there with boxers, he just gonna wear him down. And he big. But now J Rock is damn near the size of Jared Hurd, and he on the inside. Ooh, good body shot. That hurt him. The eighth round with 40 seconds, hit him with a body shot that hurt him. Um, and being on the inside is hard when somebody do it to you. And if you got good inside game, you know how to manipulate the hands and come up underneath and stay tight, you gonna get it off. Ooh, that was on the belt line. That hurt it. So, you know, Jared Hurd trying to he get off better when he put punches together, but they sloppy punches. Jared Hurd was cut on both eyes because he don't move his head. He don't keep his hands up good. But yeah, that was pretty much the gist of the fight. How it turned out, it was a good ass fight. It's just that Jared Hurd is so used to pressuring people that boxing the guys he fighting is a little bit smaller. So yeah, the weight, the heavy punches, the nonstop pressure. But as soon as you put him in there with somebody who could fight on the inside, it's gonna be a problem. And he's gonna continue to have problems when he moves up to 60. Cause them guys up there be punching harder. You know what I mean? So it might take him a couple fights to get acclimated to the weight. But them guys is punching harder, and I keep telling y'all, no head movement is a recipe for disaster. Yes, Canelo would definitely smoke Hurd. He would stop him. He would brutally beat him. But it would be a good fight. It would be a good action fight. But he would knock him out. It would be brutal. So yeah, man, that was a good scrap. Hit that like button. You know what I mean? That was a quick breakdown of what was going on and why it was working for J Rock in that particular moment because he was actually using the highest level of the craft. He wasn't just being on the inside like this, tucked, just throwing punches. He was moving the head, turning the man with his hands. Dude just swimming his arms out, coming up under. He was doing all the moves that you can do to break a man down like how he was breaking him down. So inside work, you got to be using that craft. You can't just be in there with your hands up ripping body shots. You swimming arms, you turning a man, you pulling his head down and going up underneath. You hitting him on the hips, you hitting him to the kidneys, you doubling up them shots, ripping, coming up under with the uppercuts. When he trying to get off, you smothering him, bumping him with your shoulder, making it like all of that shit matter in boxing. It just clean like how y'all think it is. You got to be doing all of that. You know what I mean? So that's it for me.